Hey everyone, it's Kristen. So this video is actually for Monday, Tuesday, because I just got behind this week. So, it happens. So Monday is Malekith. I'm probably not pronouncing that right. He was the main villain in Thor: The Dark World. Not my favorite Thor movie, but better than Love and Thunder. And I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like I just talked about him the other day. I feel like it did. Maybe I could be wrong though. It's been a weird week, and like the days kind of run together sometimes, and yeah, it's just been a weird week. So I'm just feeling off this week. Yeah. So I apologize. So for Tuesday, we have Ronan the Accuser, and we have Gorgon up there in the corner. He's a member of the royal family of the Inhumans, and he can create like seismic tremors with his, legs. And at least it looks like Gorgon to me. So he can create seismic tremors with his legs, and he has like hooves. He was in the Inhumans, portrayed in the Inhumans TV show, but we don't really like to talk about that much because it was not good. Like, let's be honest, it was a train wreck. It just, like, the acting felt so flat. The characters had no chemistry. The CGI did not look great. I was super excited to see Lockjaw. That was probably the only thing I was excited about and made me watch the whole series, which it was only like 8 episodes. And I believe it was like premiering in IMAX and surround sound and everything, and like it was a huge thing, like a huge deal, and then it just fell so flat. And of course Inhumans Kree, there's that conflict between the two, and that showed up a lot in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., especially towards the later seasons. And I got the stat card out for him again, Ronan the Accuser. So his first appearance was Fantastic Four 65, August of of 67. Sorry, I have my window open because it's actually pretty nice outside for Dazzler. She's in the window, and yeah, you could probably hear that plane outside. So anyway, so his stats, he has pretty maxed out stats, honestly. Intelligence 4, strength 5, speed 7, that's the highest you can get. Durability 6, energy 6, skills 6. It's no wonder that he's like considered like one of the main big bad villains of like the Marvel universe, so to speak. So, and then for this calendar, we have The Gladiator, which I'm sure some of you are like, The Gladiator, who's that? So, for those of you that watched the Netflix Daredevil series, he was actually in that, and he started out as a costume designer in this costume shop in New York City, and he always saw all the heroes, and he was like, I could be a better hero than that. I could do a better job than that. So he made himself a costume. It's like, kind of like a chainmail material, and like has weapons, and he's a very skilled martial artist and stuff. Yeah, but like he's not skilled enough to be like Daredevil. Daredevil obviously is one of his like the Gladiator was one of Daredevil's first villains, and he appeared in first in Daredevil 18 in like 1966. So, yeah. Obviously he thought he could be a better hero, but he wasn't like a hero type. Like he, committed crimes, he went to jail, at one point he wanted to reform. thanks to the help of this, I think it was a like psychologist, psychiatrist, and he did for a little while, and even helped Daredevil, but then he just, basically was kind of forced back into a life of crime. Like, Kingpin wanted him to make a Daredevil suit, and he was blackmailed into committing crimes and like kidnapping and trying to kill Daredevil because he was under the impression his name was Melvin Potter. Sorry, I didn't say that in the beginning. Potter was under the impression that he had a 5-year-old daughter, 4-year-old daughter he knew nothing about. So he's blackmailed into doing all these things. He went to jail. He escaped from an armored car, like went on a killing spree basically, and then was defeated. Went back to jail, and basically it was kind of you kind of learned after the fact. And when he went back to jail, like he tried to like hit it, he would repeatedly, constantly hit his head against the wall, so they had to heavily sedate him. So it was kind of learned after the fact that Mr. Fear kind of pushed him like over the edge like that and made him like completely crazy and insane. And Mr. Fear is one of Daredevil's, obviously, villains. He actually went to school with Matt Murdock. He hates him, like, with a passion. Kind of like Reed and Dr. Doom, went to school together, and they knew each other, but Doom hated Reed because Reed always thought he was so much smarter than Doom, which he was in a way. Basically, Doom didn't like Reed pointing out, hey, for that one experiment, especially, hey, you might want to check the calculations on this because something's a little bit off. So, anyway, hates him, so he became like a villain in Daredevil's life. So, this stamp was found in Thor 222, April 74. Also appears in Amazing Spider-Man number 138, November 74. Giant Size Avengers number 3, February 75. Master of Kung Fu number 25, February of 1975. So where we got this is actually from his first appearance. Daredevil 18, 1966. And it says, The Gladiator. But I shall not gloat now. There will be ample opportunity for that later, after I have shown the world how shallow, how petty those conceited clods who dares call themselves heroes. Really, me. Now I must hasten to keep my appointment with Nelson. I would not want to deny him the honor of being the first of many to fall before my might. So, the typical villain, like posturing and stuff like that. So this was by John Romita Sr. and Frank, I don't know how to pronounce the name. Giacola is what it looks like, but I'm sure that's wrong. So anyway, yeah, this is from his first appearance. So, like I said, he was in the Netflix Daredevil series. I confess, I haven't started the new Daredevil series yet, because I've been busy, and I like to, like, binge watch stuff, all at once, and pretty much, I've been able to avoid spoilers. Most people haven't been talking about it as much online, so I've been able, for me, I'm mostly in X-Men groups, so they're not really talking about Daredevil. Anyway, so I've been able to avoid spoilers, so I don't think he'll be in the new Daredevil series, but you never know. They've, like, surprised us before. So, anyway, I hope you will join me for the next video, which I am pretty much filming right after this one. So, I'll see you very soon.